15 off.
So 15 all here early. James Blake was the #1 ranked collegiate player in the United States back in 1999. Played at Harvard University, which is known more for its production of scholars and politicians than professional athletes. He was a two-time All-American at Harvard.
15,
Actually won 2 collegiate Grand Slams. And here early on, it's 15-30. Hewitt with an opening in the opening game.
Crowd really building up. Anticipation of a great match here.
Well, as you know, Peter, both of these guys not afraid to show their feelings on the court. Blake is has a very high-strung personality, as is Lleyton Hewitt.
They're both young guys with a big ambition in life.
And now James Blake digs his way out, and he's got a game point in the opening game of this match. See the wind blowing through the shirt of Lleyton Hewitt. It's been a little bit of a factor down on the Louis Armstrong court. So James Blake holds serve to start the match. He leads 1-love.
First game.
Lleyton Hewitt won 7 ATP titles as a teenager. Only 5 other players in tennis history have won more in their teenage years. Bjorn Borg, Mats Wilander, Boris Becker, Andre Agassi, Andre Medvedev ahead of Hewitt on that list.
Pretty good list to be involved in.
Just left his teenage years back in February. Turned 20 on February 24th.
Lleyton Hewitt to serve.
Added a title early in the year at Adelaide before he turned 20.
We'll see a lot more of that today. James Blake's going to have to keep the pressure right on Hewitt's ground strokes.
15 all.
That's something Lleyton Hewitt has improved on over the last couple of years, and that's his first serve.
That went 117 miles an hour. Fastest serve we've seen in this U.S. Open so far this year is from Taylor Den at 139 miles an hour.
If you halve that, that's about my standard.
So Blake with a big return. And now for the second game in a row, we see 15-30.
Some heavy hitting from Lleyton Hewitt.
third hill.
One of his favorite shots, isn't it, Peter? That
Yeah.
inside-out forehand.
Off forehand, he loves to play. Is also the cross-court backhand. He's got himself back into this game. 30 all. Looking a bit younger with his haircut now. A little more respectable.
40, 30.
Now a chance to even this first set. You didn't like the long hair, Peter? Being an elder statesman of the Aussies?
Didn't suit him too well. He was told for about 2 years to get it cut. And finally did.
Net for service.
Blake, a very defensive return, but it worked. And we go to deuce. Now a break point for James Blake as Lleyton Hewitt commits his first double fault.
Advantage Blake.
Well, Blake has never played Lleyton Hewitt before, but he did face another Aussie this summer. Played Patrick Rafter in Cincinnati and gave Rafter all he could handle for a set. Forced Rafter into a first set tiebreaker. Rafter finally came through 9-7 in that set and went on to win the second set fairly easily.
A little bit of a miscue there from James Blake, but he's really onto that Lleyton Hewitt serve. Ripping that return.
Now Hewitt with a chance to hold. Again, Lleyton Hewitt throws in a double fault. The second of the game. And we go to deuce once again.
That's unbelievable for Lleyton Hewitt.
We mentioned the wind blowing in Louis Armstrong Stadium. Hewitt kind of looking up as if to say that's bothering him. But it gives James Blake his second break point of this game.
Forehand there, James Blake taken right out of court. It was an all or nothing shot.
Still
brought it back to deuce.
Now Hewitt has the ability to kind of turn you into a pretzel. He moves you all over the court, tries to go behind you, twist you, turn you.
Advantage Hewitt.
It's just the second game of the match. Blake won the first. Lleyton Hewitt stared down 2 break points, but holds his serve, and it's 1-all here in the opening set. It's a little shaky start for Hewitt, but he manages to get through.
Yeah, a little bit uncharacteristic, those double faults coming from him. And possibly feeling a little bit of pressure of shot making from James Blake, but he's a fighter, he'll stay in there.
I mentioned James Blake losing to Patrick Rafter in the round of 16 at the Tennis Masters Series in Cincinnati. Lleyton Hewitt also lost to Rafter in that event in the semifinals in straight sets.
First time Rafter's been able to beat Lleyton Hewitt. Great shot, scrambling from Lleyton Hewitt.
Yeah, he was on defense the entire point.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a very good slice backhand, and I think he could or should use it a little bit more. He was being very defensive, just playing it, skidding off the line here, catching James Blake.
Blake was at this point in his last service game and managed to hold serve. It's 15-30.
That's a big smash.
30-all.
Hewitt showing some of his speed. Young guy, he's very fast, retrieving a lot of balls, making the other guy play another 1 or 2 each point.
First double fault from James Blake. Hewitt has 3. All of those occurring in his opening service game, but it gives Lleyton Hewitt his first break point of the match. Hewitt gets it, so Lleyton Hewitt breaks early in the first set. He'll be serving at 2-1.
It's 2 games to 1. For now, please.
Hewitt, one of the growing number of players on tour this year who have gone to the collarless shirt. And as we have had to do all day, we are waiting for the fans to take their seats as they are right on top of the court. That fence behind Blake, you see, not very tall, so the players see the fans as they're playing. They want them in their seats and as still as possible.
Fans really file in here today. Match before this, Jelena Dokic over Arancha Sanchez Vicario was an absolute rip snorter. This one here is setting the tone for a great match also.
The American fans excited because they have some people to cheer for this year. There are actually several up-and-coming young Americans in this tournament. James Blake, of course, being one of them. And of course, everyone knows the 4th seed Lleyton Hewitt. Americans seem to have somewhat of a love affair with the Aussies. Everywhere Patrick Rafter goes, he has a contingent of fans following him, as does Lleyton Hewitt. He jumps out to a 30-15 lead.
Lleyton Hewitt has an unbelievable Davis Cup record.
he'll need to capitalize on that in a few weeks.
I'm sure he has the ability. He was actually here in America against the American team in 1999 against Boston, or in Boston, where he made his singles debut, taking out Todd Martin in 4 sets.
Hewitt was up 40-15, now 40-30, but Peter, I'm referring to the semifinal tie coming up at the end of this month down under against Sweden. I know Rafter and Hewitt were talking about it even in July at the Masters Series events.
Yeah, it's a big event for both those guys. Lleyton, having been a member of a winning team in 1999 and finalist last year in 2000 with Rafter. Patrick Rafter desperately wants to get his name on that trophy. So they've put everything into this year again, as they always have, committed themselves thoroughly. And that tie will take place in Sydney on rebound days against Sweden.
Yes.
So Lleyton Hewitt, who was up 40-15 in this game, now sees the score level at deuce. And once again, he's struggling to hold serve. Blake had 2 break points in Hewitt's opening service game, but could not convert.
Advantage Hewitt.
Now Hewitt with yet again an opportunity to hold serve.
Blake just coming up to have a look at that mark. That's the umpire. Not going to be overruled. It's on the far side of the court, and
Umpire telling him it's too far from where he sits to overrule it.
well, he went after that.
So Lleyton Hewitt holds serve despite being down a break point. So he's fought off break points in each of his service games, but he's up a break, 3-1 here in the first set. James Blake began the year reaching the finals of a challenger in Hawaii, where he lost to Andy Roddick in 3 sets, and then was a finalist at another challenger in Birmingham, and then started making the jump up to ATP events.
Sign of the speed from Lleyton Hewitt. As you can hear an airplane taking off from nearby LaGuardia.
Sounded like it was going to land on the court.
With that shirt Lleyton Hewitt's got on, I'm not surprised.
Easy to see. Hewitt unhappy with that lob. Blake makes him pay, and it's 15 all.
15 all.
Into the stands.
Too good that shot. Short return. Blake in early, taking advantage of it.
4th winner for James Blake. We're in the 5th game. He's up 30-15. Now 40-15.
40-15.
Blake was broken in his last service game. with a chance to comfortably hold if he should win this point. Well, a double fault for Blake keeps Hewitt in it. Second of the match. It's now 40-30.
Dance there from James Blake.
Blake holds serve for the second time this match, but Hewitt up a break, leading 3-2.
3 games to 2.
Hewitt now serving at 3-2. Oh, I mentioned Hewitt last year, semi-finalist here, but he won the doubles. He's the defending doubles champion, won it with Max Mirny, but elected not to play doubles and defend his title this year.
Yeah, I think the conditions out here this year being a very hot summer in New York and throughout the tournaments before this.
With the more entertaining shots, but Lleyton Hewitt wins the point. You do this, can't you, Peter?
I've done it a few times, but the same result as James Blake, unfortunately. Didn't come off with it.
Hewitt obviously not rattled by it. He goes about his business, cracks the winner. 15 all. Well, Blake has now assured himself of being on all the sports highlight shows around the world tonight. Win or lose. Hewitt with his fastest serve of the day, 118 miles an hour, gets him to 30-15. With the winner off the serve. It's his 5th outright winner of the match. He levels this game at 30 all.
Well, trying to force a little bit too hard there. Good second serve, swinging into the body from Lleyton Hewitt. Team 40-30. Chance for 4-2.
Blake hangs in, and it's deuce. And if there's one thing Hewitt has struggled with, despite being up a break, it's been holding serve convincingly.
Yeah, once Blake gets into points, he's certainly got a lethal weapon in that forehand. And he goes after it.
Now, Hewitt's only allowed Blake to have 2 break points, but he's allowed Blake to stay in the games. But now has a chance to hold and go up 4-2.
Picking the right side there, and Hewitt does do a fantastic job of passing on that occasion. James Blake sitting on the cross-court backhand. It's a long match so far, 29 minutes.
Hewitt again with a chance to hold. Blake, of course, made his breakthrough on tour at Newport earlier this year on the grass, was a semifinalist there, losing to Martin Lee in the 3rd set tiebreaker, which ended at 9-7 in the 3rd. So Lleyton Hewitt hangs on. He holds and leads 4-2 here in the 1st set, up a break. James Blake, after that semifinal performance in Newport, his best result on the tour this summer was at Cincinnati. Mentioned earlier, he got to the round of 16, lost to Patrick Rafter, but in the 2nd round took on Arnaud Clement, was down a break in 5-2 in the 1st, won that set 7-5. And in the 2nd set, he broke Clement again and went on to win 6-4. So he upset Arnaud Clement in the 2nd round before falling to Patrick Rafter in the round of 16 at the Tennis Masters Series in Cincinnati. Blake crushes his first ace, 120 miles an hour. That's his fastest serve of the day. So Blake with a few big serves that game, holds his serve, but he's still down 1 break here in the opening set. Lleyton Hewitt will be serving at 4-3.
Hewitt leads 4-3, new balls.
Forehand from Blake.
Law 15.
His 4th forehand winner of the match, 9th overall.
A little miss it there and smash, but no real danger. Hewitt needs to keep his first serve percentage up. It's currently on 59%, 60 plus, 65 is always good. And Blake really going after these returns.
Blake again having to volley from his feet.
It's a shame. He played a great shot there down the forehand side of Lleyton Hewitt. Lleyton rolling one of his feet. He could have came in a little bit closer to the net there, I feel. Good hustle.
Nice touch off the volley from Lleyton Hewitt.
14-15.
Drop that one over the net. Actually bounced back toward the net. That's why Blake couldn't catch up with it. And now Hewitt out in front, 40-15. Hewitt's been in this 40-15 position before, but hasn't been able to convert.
14-13.
And now it's 40-30. Hewitt holds serve off the long return from Blake. He goes out in front 5-3 here in this opening set. So Blake will be serving to try to stay in this first set. Really hasn't played that poorly. It's just Hewitt has taken advantage of his only opportunity to break serve. That time Hewitt does a little more with the lob.
Really heavy hitting there. James Blake coming up with an error.
Going quickly, Lleyton Hewitt now up love 30. If Hewitt could break, he would win this opening set. He'll have to wait.
15-30.
30-15 now, 15-30. Blake's first point of the game.
For service.
Another thunder out there. Get some of this storm.
See the sun shining brightly on the Louis Armstrong Stadium court.
15-14.
Not very brightly right now for James Blake as he's down 15-40 and a double set point for Lleyton Hewitt.
Hewitt very lucky there not to run into the back screen. He tipped over a little. James Blake coming up with a delicate touch. Good volley.
Tripped over his own feet there, but still a break point for Lleyton Hewitt and a set point. Well, James Blake fights off 2 set points against him. And he levels the score at deuce. Hewitt already up 1 break.
A tough return from Hewitt. He's stretched out wide and sort of flick of the wrist, catching James Blake by surprise. He comes in and hits it a bit too hard. So he's got set point number 3. Lleyton Hewitt. Too good.
Lleyton Hewitt saying it's too good.
Very courageous shot. Inside out forehand in that situation. Sort of moving the ball around here. It's right around, shoulders turn. Good whack.
And we're back to deuce. Blake with a chance to hold. You saw Hewitt say that's too good. Patrick Rafter mentioned after beating Blake in Cincinnati how much he liked this young man. Rafter actually replayed a point during that match because Blake thought he had heard a let. So James Blake holds on, but Lleyton Hewitt still up a break, and he'll have a chance to close out the first set on his serve. Hewitt leads 5-4.
Leads 5 games to 4.
And that was Hewitt's just 6th point at the net. Blake makes him pay. Stayed down on that backhand. On the line. Whoa! Looked like a Hewitt forehand.
Again, he's going up to the ball. It's a great return, very deep. Back of the line, and Hewitt totally committed to going the forehand side. Got absolutely toasted by James Blake.
Love 30. Hewitt trying to close out the first set, up 5-4. And now James Blake will have triple break point. Blake has been unable to break the serve of Lleyton Hewitt in this first set. This is his 3rd break point of the opening set. But at a most crucial time. Well, that would have erupted this crowd. So Hewitt holds on, but still a couple of more chances as we see Hewitt's girlfriend, Kim Kleisters, and the rest of the Hewitt box.
Far too good. Acknowledged by James Blake. Hewitt saves another set point, or break point, sorry. Not a bad play from James Blake, forcing Hewitt into coming up with something good, and that he did.
It was such a tough shot to hit, isn't it, Peter? Go to cross court like that from that angle.
Well, coming from the run and also coming from that angle, it's actually probably a little simpler because you're just hitting the ball connection. It's a matter of time and getting it back to the same place it came from. Well, it was a big second serve.
It's called out. Blake furious from the far sideline, so it was not overruled. The umpire has to be absolutely sure. And at a crucial time, because this would have given James Blake a break.
Definitely out. At least 2 inches.
Spoken from an Aussie commentator. Blake needs to forget about it, settle back down. So Hewitt battles back from down love 40 to deuce. Just a reminder, Hewitt is up 5-4 at this point, trying to close out this opening set. Hewitt gets himself pumped up. His first opportunity to hold serve in this game, and it would give him the first set. Showing some heart. Comes back from love 40 down to hold serve. And he wins the opening set 6-4, much to the displeasure of this obviously American crowd who thought their guy got ripped on a line call. But Lleyton Hewitt goes down in the books as having won the first set. So the number 4 seed 2 sets away from the 3rd round. So we will go into set number 2 with Lleyton Hewitt having won the first set 6-4. Just 1 break of serve in that opening set. James Blake will begin the second set like he did the match, serving. See if Blake can channel some of that frustration and anger over that line call into a productive second set. Blake quickly out to a 30-love lead. Gets into the net, cuts that one off. Maybe we'll see Blake up at the net a little more here in this second set. It was his 19th trip. His 3rd double fault. Gives Lleyton Hewitt his first point of the game. 30-15. First backhand winner of the day from James Blake. It's him to 40-15. He's got 13 overall winners, so a little more lethal than Hewitt, but Hewitt more consistent. James Blake holds to start this second set. He leads 1-love.
First game, second set.
You see the fiery personality of Lleyton Hewitt winning that last game, Peter, but what's he like away from the court?
He's still a very competitive person. He plays a lot of golf, enjoys golf when he's away from the courts, and pretty decent guy. I think a lot of people judge him on his attributes on the court and the way he carries on, but you've got to remember he's only a young guy, very feisty, just trying to get out there and get the job done.
20 years of age, James Blake 21 years old. Last year Hewitt was the first teenager to ever qualify for the Tennis Masters Cup, which is the year-end event for the top 8 players. Serve convincingly here at the start of this second set. Peter, Hewitt won warm-up events leading into the Australian and into Wimbledon, but he never could really carry that momentum into taking his first Grand Slam title. Kind of had a decent warm-up run coming into the Open, but not near as well as he did coming into the Australian and Wimbledon, which were also on fast surfaces.
Yeah, perhaps becoming a little bit tired, but also a lot of guys prime themselves to be peaking at Grand Slam events. Lleyton, I guess, playing very well and leading in the lead-up tournaments and doing well.
Is he giving too much of himself in those events, you think?
Well, it's quite possible. I mean, he's out there competing. He wants to win no matter what. He's not going to sort of play a lead-up event and not try, or to throw a match.
40-15.
He's out there to try and take as many titles as he possibly can.
His fourth double fault gets us to 40-15, so still with an excellent chance of holding serve. So Hewitt does hold, and it's 1-all in the second set. But I guess some of those warm-up events, they're best 2 out of 3. Grand Slam is a whole different environment. Even though you may be playing well, it is a jump to start the best of 5 set matches in such a huge arena.
Well, that's right, too. Plus you've got 7 matches to win a Grand Slam over 2 weeks instead of 5 over a week for a regular tournament.
Blake's backhand a little long. He looks at the chair, but the call will stand. 15.
Very late call there on the baseline of James Blake.
James Blake, also an avid golfer. Mentioned Hewitt enjoying to play. Blake says he plays whenever he can. taking control of the net. Goes up 30-15.
30-15.
Think there's anything to that saying that tennis players want to be golfers and golfers want to be tennis players?
Fair bit of truth in it. From the tennis player side of view anyway. I'm not sure on the golfers.
The racket leaves Blake's hand. Point evaporates as well, and it's now 30-all. The racket leaves the hand, hits the ball and goes over. Does not count. Racket has to be in your hand when you hit the ball. Now a break point for Lleyton Hewitt in the third game of the second set. Blake hangs on.
Getting back to Lleyton Hewitt's Grand Slam results this year at Australian Open, he lost to Carlos Moya in 5 tight sets. He was in a very, very tough section of the draw. Beat Tommy Haas, who he'd lost to 2 weeks before that in the Adelaide tournament.
Of course, he lost to Moya in the third round.
Advantage Hewitt.
Now Hewitt again with a chance to break the serve of James Blake. Ace for James Blake. 107 miles an hour, but kicked out wide.
Yes.
It's his second of the match. Second deuce of this game.
It's clever play from Hewitt. Held that ball very well. Whipping it, dipping it. Shoelaces of James Blake.
So now Lleyton Hewitt with a third chance to break here in this third game. Hewitt comes through, he gets the break. Lleyton Hewitt won the first set 6-4. Now be serving at 2-1 up a break in the second.
Well, miscued forehand. James Blake's trying to pull out all stops now, going for a lot of shots, but that's what he's good for.
That's good. Evens the score at 15-all. Blake played in the 99 US Open, his only other Grand Slam. Lost to Chris Woodruff here in the first round. Hewitt bangs home a 118-mile-an-hour service winner His fastest serve of the day has been 119. 30-15. Lleyton Hewitt had it lined up.
40-30.
Good opportunity to consolidate that break with a hold, but loses the point. However, still with one more game point here at 40-30.
Black for service.
Well, and now Lleyton Hewitt zones out a little bit mentally. Allows James Blake right back into this game. It's deuce. That was his 5th double fault. He had 3 in one game earlier.
Too good. Lleyton Hewitt, very impressive there in that pass.
It's almost as if Hewitt had lost a little interest, but his interest has awakened as you see his reaction after he rips this forehand cross court. That's the Lleyton Hewitt we've grown accustomed to watching. A chance to go up 3-1 yet again. Blake with the answer. So Blake not backing down, pushes it into a second deuce. Wide. And now Lleyton Hewitt hands a break point to James Blake.
Blake.
Again, Hewitt was up 40-15 in this game. See, James Blake has not been able to convert on any of his previous opportunities. Blake breaks back, and it's 2-all, much to the delight of the Louis Armstrong crowd.
I really feel Lleyton Hewitt should have been into the net a lot sooner than what James Blake got in there, but full credit to Blake. Except Hewitt not really getting up high enough after it.
Blake finally gets that elusive break. So we're back on serve in the second set. And Now Blake will have to try to do it again. He's going to win this second set unless we go to a tiebreaker. Blake serving at 2-all.
Clearly Lleyton Hewitt frustrated.
30 love.
And Blake trying to take advantage of that frustration.
Yeah, I'll be very rattled with the performance he's put in the last 6 or 8 points. Had his opportunity to close out the game.
Well,
15.
that'll help him. Gives him a chance to regain his composure without playing a point, as Blake commits his 4th double fault. 30-15. Well, second in a row. Just like that, this game is even. 30-all. Both players with 5 apiece. Hewitt, as I mentioned, had 3 in one game. Now Blake has 2 in this game. And now Blake with a chance to hold serve. 40-30. So James Blake gets the break back, holds serve. We're on serve in the second set. Lleyton Hewitt will be serving at 2-3. Hewitt opens up the game with a double fault.
15.
James Blake, a momentum player, and he clearly has this American crowd behind him. A very dangerous combination right now for Lleyton Hewitt.
Love 30.
Love 30.
Well, really no chance of that shot making it. With Lleyton Hewitt also a little frustrated. A lot of his balls are coming back from James Blake. He's got a long reach. He's a very fast player around the court. He's got some power, so Hewitt really being troubled.
So Hewitt evens the game at 30-all after dropping the first 2 points.
A little bit more firepower on that backhand pass.
40.
Blake unable to control the volley. Giving Hewitt game point.
Ball change, please.
Better finish from Hewitt.
Hewitt was down love 30, but holds his serve, and it's 3-all. And at love 30, you really felt like James Blake was going to carry that momentum through and break Hewitt again, or it seemed like a distinct possibility. He was fired up, had the crowd behind him, but Hewitt did a great job to prevent that from happening.
Well, he's in control, and then that unforced error at love 30, trying for a little bit of a courageous shot. It was the undoing of that game for him.
Blake a wild card in this year's U.S. Open, meaning that he didn't have the ranking to get in on his own, but was not forced to play through the qualifying. Was granted a spot in the draw by the USTA. And now jumps out to a 30-love lead.
30 love.
Wind really whipping through Louis Armstrong Stadium now, ruffling the shirt of Blake.
40 love.
And Blake finishes off the game with ace number 3. 119 miles an hour. That's 1 mile an hour short of his fastest serve of the day. We're on serve in the second. Hewitt serving at 3-4.
That's a courageous shot from James Blake. Lleyton Hewitt very fast. Cross and around the court. I think he had that one covered, and the only thing in his mind may have been the fact that the wind may have sucked it back a little bit.
Well, Blake actually has received wild cards into 4 previous hard court events. He's lost in the first round of all of them, though, except Cincinnati. Goes up 15-30. Both of these guys at career high rankings right now. James Blake 95th in the world. Lleyton Hewitt is 4th. Foot fault called on Hewitt, so it'll be a second serve coming. Double fault. James Blake now with 2 break points at 15-40. The 8th double fault of the match for Lleyton Hewitt. He can't believe it. Hewitt waiting for the plane to go over. Serve for the second set.
Great play from Blake. Short return. Hewitt to play slice.
Well, it is
slower ball, and Blake really unleashing on that forehand down the line. No answers from Lleyton Hewitt.
James Blake with a chance to level this match. Blake's 22nd winner, 11th off the forehand side. He's now got twice as many winners as Hewitt in this match. And an ace gives him triple set point, 40 love. Hewitt upset with the call on that ace. But it stands, 40 love. This match is even. James Blake, the qualifier from the United States, has evened the match against the 4th-seeded Lleyton Hewitt. Hewitt taking the opening set 6-4, Blake taking the second 6-3.
Quickly, please, thank you. Third set.
Lleyton Hewitt will start the third set serving. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Going for a little too much off that return. First miss of the game for Hewitt, and it's 30-15.
Second service.
You can tell Blake is just going to keep going for it.
It's got him into the position where he is. Set all with Hewitt.
Unfortunately, in this game, it's got him down 40-15.
Second service.
So Lleyton Hewitt settles down and holds serve easily in the opening game of the third set. He leads 1-love. Hewitt, semifinalist here last year. His other best result in a Grand Slam was earlier this year at the French Open. He reached the quarterfinals there. Hewitt having success on all surfaces. To the round of 16 at Wimbledon this year. James Blake, this is just his second Grand Slam ever. He's at a set all, love one in the third. important for Blake to establish himself here at the start of this third set. He's got Lleyton down a little bit, doesn't want to let him feel like he's back in control.
Off-circuit.
And now Blake drops the first 2 points on his serve. It's love 30.
He doesn't want to let Hewitt back into this match at this stage. Momentum's really swung his way.
Strong first serve from James Blake. 122 miles an hour. That would be his fastest serve of the day. Peter, he seems to be just going for a little too much here in the opening couple of games.
Very careless shot making, shot selection. Got himself in a big hole. Lleyton Hewitt should be able to take advantage of this.
15-40, 2 chances to break for Hewitt.
That's a good way to answer. Good serve down the tee.
His back still against the wall. 30-40. Hewitt runs him down, but unable to get that one to go over the net, and Blake has tied the score.
Use.
Deuce.
First place.
Oh, it's a wet duck there. Big easy error.
I think that was the right shot for Hewitt because Blake was really closing the net, but he just didn't get enough on it. Fortunately, it worked out for him. And it sets up another break chance for Lleyton Hewitt. This is his 10th of the match. He's broken twice. And he fails to convert. James Blake with a chance to hold. About an inch away from being a winner. So James Blake again taking advantage of an opportunity. He holds serve, and we're even here in this third set, 1-all.
Well, I feel like Hewitt's really let him off the hook there.
Yep.
Definitely had an opportunity. 3 break points, and James Blake not putting many balls in the court to give him those chances.
Which is becoming the story of this match.
15 long.
Hewitt up 30 love to start this game. Make it 40 love.
Well, 3 first serve definitely helping Hewitt here. We let him down in the later stage of the second set.
First serve percentage, though, just 54% for the match. Blake right on that one. Almost like he knew where that ball was going before it was hit. Hewitt again struggling to take advantage of some opportunities. Still has a chance to hold, however. 40-30, but he was up 40 love in this game. Can you believe this, Peter?
Well, I'm bemused by what's happening out here. I knew it was in absolute full control earlier. It's just mental block or frustration somewhere. That won't help his cause there.
Well, same guy that called it on him earlier. Hewitt asking to change the linesman. And Blake takes advantage of it. And now a break point for James Blake in the third game of this third set.
Advantage Blake.
Playing out of his mind. He gets the break and he goes up 2-1 here in this third set. Lleyton Hewitt furious over the foot. Can he hold on? There's the linesman now back on one of the baselines. James Blake now out in front, 30 love.
Well, Hewitt just needs to steady the ship here. Doesn't need to panic too much. He's had full control of the way the match has been going and just lapsing concentration.
Well, some guys play better when they get mad, Peter.
There's a certain New Yorker who was in that category. Is that right?
Mr. John McEnroe. So we'll see how Hewitt responds to his anger.
Well, he won't be put off by the crowd because he's played in worse conditions over in Barcelona, the Davis Cup final.
James Blake with a chance to hold. Well, I'm sure there's some Lleyton Hewitt fans in the crowd here. The Aussies, as I mentioned earlier, very much followed here in the United States and loved. Rafter and Hewitt. James Blake, an American, clearly with the majority of the crowd behind him. happened there?
Hughes.
He's not going to be happy there.
Wanted it called out.
That's the actual line person that he was shifted from down the other end.
Advantage play.
So he's getting a lot of airtime.
Let's listen.
It's not even close. Okay, mate, there's a ball mark there. Okay, it's a fresh one because you can tell with the new yellow balls. There's still fur there, mate. Okay, no other mark has fur on. You can go out and have a look.
Well, we can't call off marks on the hard court, fortunately. For Lleyton Hewitt.
Regardless, James Blake now with a chance to hold, consolidate the break, and he does. So James Blake, in what has become a controversial match here, now leads 3-1 in the third set.
3-1.
You see the umpires getting out of the chair at the French Open on clay, but of course they don't do that at Wimbledon on grass nor here on the hard courts. That's just the way it's gone for Lleyton Hewitt. I mean, looked like a clean winner, and Blake somehow gets that ball to drop on the line. Turning it on, his 31st winner of the day. Love 30.
He's lethal off that forehand side, isn't he, Sam?
He sure is. He's got 16 winners off that forehand side and just one from the backhand side. James Blake another opportunity to break in this third set. It's 15-40. Blake already up one break. So James Blake indeed breaks for a second time. And he now leads 4-1 in this third set. Louis Armstrong Stadium. Match number 3 out here today on this Friday afternoon. That man James Blake leading 4-1 in the third set. Each player having won one set apiece.
Well, deep shot from Hewitt, forcing James Blake into a spot of bother.
15.
That's what he's got to be able to do, is control the points. James Blake just overpowering Hewitt at the moment. Going for broke and everything really coming off, going his way.
15 all.
Blake evens the score, 15 all. Good. James Blake keeps rolling along.
15.
Just his second backhand winner.
Left first service.
Rivalry going on between the two countries' fans. And James Blake responds with ace number 7.
14-15.
Now with a chance to go up 5-1 in this third set.
Clever play, Lleyton Hewitt, wrong footing James Blake there. The stronger side, the forehand. Sometimes a good idea to go to the weapon in order to get to his weakness, which hasn't been so weak today, and that's his backhand side.
So Blake holds. It's 5-1 in the third set. James Blake a game away from taking a 2-1 lead.
Blake leads 5-1. New balls.
Well, this guy's enjoying himself out there, Sam. He's got everything going for him at the moment. A couple of mishits, a couple of line calls.
This guy's not enjoying it too much. Hewitt serving at 1-5.
He's enjoying himself all right.
Now Hewitt up 30 love.
Well, Hewitt with possibly the easiest hold game of the match for him. Unforced errors, but it's not over yet.
Hewitt all day has had trouble, as we say, putting the nail in the coffin, closing it out. No problem there. Lleyton Hewitt with his third ace of the match stays in this third set, but James Blake will be serving for it at 5-2.
Leads 5-2.
And this set has been all James Blake, as he will now serve for it at 5-2.
Well, I thought that was going to be too cute. Instead, it's a great shot.
Right now, James Blake getting away with whatever he wants.
15 all.
2 points away from taking a 2-1 lead. Ace number 8, 122 miles an hour, matching his fastest serve of the day. 40 love, triple set point for James Blake. Hewitt all over that one.
14-15.
Wishes he had hit a few more of those this set. Still a couple of more chances for Blake to close out this third set. 40-15. There it is, James Blake, the 21-year-old from Fairfield, Connecticut. Now 1 set away from knocking out the 4th seed in the 2001 US Open. Lleyton Hewitt to serve, first game, 4th set. Now Blake's path to this point has been consistent. As we see that last point. 99, he was ranked 262 in the world in 2000, 212, and now 95. But certainly playing at a higher level than the 95th player in the world.
He's had some good wins this year, beating Wimbledon's semi-finalist for the year 2000, Vladimir Volchkov from Belarus in Newport on grass. So that's a terrific win for him there. Also taking out Arnaud Clement in Cincinnati. Clement last year taking out Andre Agassi in his championships. Making it to the final of the Australian Open for this year.
Well, Blake thought Hewitt's shot was going to go wide. Almost gave up on the point, and in doing so, Lleyton Hewitt levels this game at 30 all. Ace number 4 for Lleyton Hewitt, 112 miles an hour.
I think you're sitting there a little bemused, the fact that it went in and straight past the racket of James Blake. Everything else has been retrieved pretty well today.
Game point. So Lleyton Hewitt, despite being down love 30 in that opening game, hangs on, and it's 1-love here in the 4th set. Fans kind of quiet right now, but it has been an electrified atmosphere here in Louis Armstrong Stadium as this young man, James Blake, playing the match of his life. As you see fans at the top of the stadium looking down in here. Standing room only crowd.
15 love.
Ball just getting behind James Blake. If he can stand up and play this well for the rest of the match, then he deserves to win. Definitely the far better player out there today.
Hewitt trying to take the net in that point. He's only been up there 15 times. So much pace off that forehand. That ball just with a lot of bite on it.
30-15.
And now Blake with a 40-15 lead.
40-15.
At love one here in the fourth set. So Blake holds with his 9th ace of the day. 117 miles an hour. He's come up with some huge serves this afternoon. At critical times, you see the top of the stadium, all the fans now standing up there trying to watch this match. This would be the upset of the tournament so far. But Hewitt, obviously a long way from the exit. One 17-mile-an-hour ace for Hewitt.
Well, better play from Hewitt, moving the ball around.
30 love.
Getting it off the dangerous wing of the forehand until he really needs to.
Now Hewitt quickly trying to take care of business, up 40 love. For Lleyton Hewitt. So we're on serve after 3 games here in the fourth set. Lleyton Hewitt leads it 2-1. Louis Armstrong Stadium. The rain has held off, but the action very much is heated up. As you see fans now starting to sit in some of the aisles. Everyone wanting to come over here and take a look at this match as that young man, James Blake, is up 2-1 over Lleyton Hewitt. Now serving at 1-2. Blake's serve seems to just keep getting better as this match wears on. That one not the fastest of the day, but in a spot Hewitt couldn't reach. It's his 10th ace of the match. now Blake with a 40-love lead. Now Lleyton Hewitt has broken James Blake twice today. James Blake has broken Hewitt 4 times. So we've yet to see a tiebreaker. Both players now holding fairly comfortably, and it's 2-all here in the 4th set.
2 games all.
This match just over 2 hours and 10 minutes long. We know Lleyton Hewitt is extremely fit. This will be testing the fitness of James Blake. You got to think right now he's just going on adrenaline.
Off.
Well, the server definitely has the advantage in this 4th set so far. And now Hewitt with a 40-love lead. And a chance to get to 3-2 here in this 4th set. Hewitt holds it love and goes out in front 3-2 here in the 4th set, but we're on serve. Right now we are on serve in the 4th set. Blake would be serving at 2-3. Blake is up 2 sets to 1. Hewitt won the first set 6-4. Blake won the second and third 6-3, 6-2. And now, as I said, it's 2-3 as time is called. We'll see if Blake can get back out on the court.
He's going to get a standing ovation here. That's great to see. And able to get out and for the American fans to be up and about like that.
I can tell you, Peter, you say you've never been through that. I actually have in my junior tennis days, and that is about the worst feeling in the world. He's in for a long night.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
I'm sure the crowd's going to get behind him again now.
Thank you.
Every point he hits, every shot he hits.
So Blake now serving at 2-3.
Thank you. Quiet, please.
Very mediocre first serve. Just 85 miles per hour. Excuse me, 103.
Well, it looks like his strategy now will be to try to end the point as quickly as possible. Come into the net. You can see he can barely use his legs.
He's very weak. It's a shame. a real shame.
It's like you get to a point and you just hit a wall, Peter. And we didn't really see it coming on, but once you get to that point, there's very little you can do. Everything just starts to shut down.
He's a little bit fortunate he's got a set in hand. If he can just, sometimes you can get a second wind out of this if he can just pull through and give it a break.
15-30.
This is not good.
Hewitt helping him out. Just think about Lleyton Hewitt for a second. Think how he must feel knowing that he's got about a 50%, if that, James Blake on the other end of the other side of the court.
Well, he's certainly not taking advantage of it. But crowd enjoying that.
So Blake finds a way to hit his 42nd winner right there. And it gives him a chance to hold serve, push it to 3-all. Trying to motivate himself. Now a break point for Lleyton Hewitt to go up a break here in this fourth set. Almost looked too weak to make the volley.
Well, he's lost a lot of strength.
Lleyton Hewitt grabs the break, and he's up 4-2 in the fourth set. Blake with a 2-1 lead, taking the medical timeout at the last changeover.
He's very weary.
After this game, there'll be another changeover, so we'll see if he can continue. That looks pretty strong.
He's got to put everything into it to come up with a shot. Each time he does it, it's taking something else out of him. So
I don't think we'll see too many more rallies from James Blake. He's just going to go for it. And Hewitt continuing to assist him a little bit. It is Lleyton Hewitt's 9th double fault of this match, and it gives Blake a love 30 lead in this game. 2 hours and 26 minutes out here in the humidity of New York. triple break point for James Blake. He was just broken. And now it's love 40 and a chance to break back and even up this fourth set. This is unbelievable. One break point erased.
15-40.
$15-40.
For six.
Lleyton Hewitt says, here, James, take the break back. His 10th double fault. And we're back on serve in the fourth set.
Hewitt leads 4 games to 3, new balls.
I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
Well, it is a very difficult situation for Lleyton Hewitt to be in as well. Can't say I had the pleasure of it happening, but it actually happened to me. I was playing a good friend of mine, Scott Draper, in an event when he also had to take injury time out and was very, well, shouldn't even really continued, but he did, and was in the later stage of the match, and I just got all nervous. I couldn't hit any balls in myself, and looks like that's the way Lleyton Hewitt's sort of going, but you know, he's more professional than that, and I'm sure he'll get a bit of a wake-up call from that game there, handing it to James. So whether he continues or not will also be another thing here from the Blake corner.
Well, he can't sit down, as we see his father looking on. James's father, Thomas, a salesman for 3M. His older brother is also an All-American at Harvard University. So Lleyton Hewitt has given the break back to James Blake. And we'll see if Blake can hold serve. Blake serving with new balls.
Good pass from Lleyton Hewitt. Certainly had to struggle. A bit of work to do.
Love 15.
20th winner for Lleyton Hewitt. Ball landed right on the line. Love 15. Sails long, and it's 15 all.
15 all.
Pulling up an absolute gallant flag.
Oh my. If this doesn't move you, I don't know what will.
30-15.
James Blake, 30-15.
Yeah, that is too good. Had to cover a lot of court. James just going for broke.
And also, Hewitt now is facing somebody that's totally changed the way they're playing.
Well, in a sense, yeah. I mean, the fact that he's not covering the court as well is proud it, because Blake was going for his shots before and still is. Still continues to.
Well, he squeezed 97 miles an hour out of that serve. In a spot that was tough for Hewitt to handle. And now Blake with a game point to level this set at 4-all. And we go to deuce.
Very courageous. James Blake.
Second game point for Blake this game. Back to deuce.
Use.
His 11th ace.
Advantage Blake. Use.
He's praying for that one to go in. Hewitt keeping him out there on the court, though.
Just a bit too far away from Blake on that occasion.
And now a break point for Lleyton Hewitt. Hewitt broke Blake the last time he served, then Blake broke right back. Hewitt trying to go up 5-3 here in the fourth. Trying to fire himself up. And the fans not appreciating it, but Lleyton Hewitt not meaning any disrespect to James Blake. He's just trying to get himself motivated.
Yeah, absolutely. Very difficult situation, and as you say, the New York public here, they love tennis. They love their Americans, but it's a very difficult situation for him also to be in.
So Lleyton Hewitt will serve for the fourth set at 5-3. Double fault from Lleyton Hewitt. He's had problems on his serve all day.
Thank you.
Well, he's very tight. He doesn't know what to do. And he's gone for the right shots, but just being very careless. Open court.
Well, he's handed James Blake 2 points this game. First on a double fault, and then that on a backhand that the court was wide open. And now gets on the scoreboard at 15-30.
15-30.
And now Hewitt levels the score at 30 all. 112-mile-an-hour serve. Blake, in his condition, can't handle that one. And now Hewitt has settled down and won the last 3 points. And he has a set point to level this match at 2 sets all. The 39th unforced error from Lleyton Hewitt. And it makes the score deuce. Ace number 6 for Hewitt, 118 miles an hour. Set point again. Lleyton Hewitt evens the match, 2 sets all. He wins the 4th set, 6-3. And we're going to a 5th and decisive set to settle this 2nd round match. Obviously, Blake's body probably very relaxed right now, so that he just hits the ball and plays. I mean, there's probably very little thought involved in his game right now. Blake to serve, first game, 5th set.
Well, that's what Lleyton Hewitt has got to do, I feel, just make points. Get the Blake running around. If he goes for winners, then too good. We've got to just accept that.
It's long. And now Blake falls behind 15-30.
15-7.
I'm sure James Blake doesn't want to see that sunshine right now, which has just reappeared from the clouds.
Playing very clever tennis.
And it's 30 all.
30 all.
James Blake serving and volleying his way to a game point, 40-30.
14-7.
Nice forehand from Hewitt. And we go to deuce. Hewitt's got to just keep the ball away from Blake. Make him run. And now a break point for Lleyton Hewitt to open this fifth set.
That ball did look wide. And Hewitt arguing.
It's not going to win him any more fans.
Not in this city.
Call will stand and it's deuce.
Thank you.
And now another break opportunity for Lleyton Hewitt. It's the first game of the fifth set.
Just wondering if James Blake gets broken here, if it is really worth continuing on. I know that he has broken Lleyton a few times. Just for his own condition.
Well, he withstands that break point. And now we go back to deuce. Another break opportunity for Lleyton Hewitt. This will be his 15th break point of the match. He's converted just 4 times today. And again fails.
Yes.
Approaching 3 hours on court. Smart play from Hewitt to give him another break point. No way Blake can reverse directions. There it is, Lleyton Hewitt grabs an opening break to begin this 5th set. Hewitt leads 1-love.
Crowd rallying behind James Blake. We've had a great day of tennis out on this Louis Armstrong Stadium.
This is a match that will be talked about for a long time around here. Lleyton Hewitt serving at 1-love in the 5th set.
Alcaraz.
30-love. Blake looking weaker and weaker. And Hewitt doing a better job of at least putting the ball in play. And Blake not even making an attempt at that return. Standing straight up in the service motion of Hewitt. But Hewitt gets the hold, and it's 2-love in the 5th set. Blake hoping he had an ace. He's hit 12 today. Well, there he's got one, number 13. 105 miles an hour. His fastest today, 122. He's definitely showing more energy on his serve, but the problem is he's down a break.
Doing the right things again, making Blake play as many balls as possible. His weakening body is finding it difficult.
Blake, smart play, closing in on the net. And it's 30 all.
Second service.
chance for Lleyton Hewitt to go up 2 breaks in this 5th set. So Lleyton Hewitt in control of the 5th and final set. Leading 3-love, up 2 breaks. This is James Blake's 2nd U.S. Open. His best result in '99. He lost in the 1st round. And it looked for a while like he had a very legitimate shot of advancing to the 3rd round. But I think it would take almost a miracle now for that to happen. When Blake can get in on top of the net, Hewitt's had some trouble.
Yeah, I sense that he's still a bit nervous, a bit of tension, but it's the right play for Blake to do. Get in, make the points short.
All. 15 all, as you can see. Blake definitely trying to keep those points short from the ground and at the net. Plane flying straight overhead. Hewitt waiting for it to pass.
No time to react for either player there. Right in the honey hole of James Blake. Good for a clean winner. Thinking that one's a fault, perhaps.
Lleyton Hewitt now with a chance to hold serve and go up 4-love. Pretty wicked topspin forehand. Ball took off once it hit the court. They couldn't catch up with it. And Hewitt holds. He leads 4-love in the 5th and deciding set. Let's give James credit for being out there. I know I've seen some matches this year when guys have defaulted when they were down.
I just hope he doesn't cause any further injury to himself or later on, or his doubles matches tomorrow.
Saw Tommy Haas and Murat Safin this summer default, like down 5-2 in a set or down 5-love. Instead of going out and finishing it, they quit. And James Blake very well could have done that. Let's give him credit for staying out there and fighting.
You'll get a standing ovation from the crowd, I'm quite certain of that.
And as an American, I'm a little disappointed at the crowd's reaction to Hewitt because it's a tough situation for him as well. As I've said, I don't think he means any disrespect for James Blake by celebrating, trying to get himself pumped up. He was very much on the verge of losing this match when Blake started having problems.
I'll tell you, 3-2 in that 4th set, I didn't even notice anything wrong with James Blake. He actually looked like a clear-cut picture and playing very well.
defense in this fifth set when it's obvious to everyone in here he's going to win the match. You haven't seen the fist pumping and the motivating from Hewitt, because at this point he knows it's over, but he had no idea what was going to happen earlier. And now Lleyton Hewitt needs just one more game to secure the victory.
Seats quickly, please. Thank you.
Skids off the line. James Blake takes the opening point of this game.
Hits the ball clean. James Blake off that forehand side. He's come up with 20 winners today and he's still going for it. The condition he's in.
So Lleyton Hewitt now 2 points away from the match, 30-15. The drama continues.
Fixing the net cord device. Now called by an electronic machine, which never worked when I'm playing. I don't think it still does.
Match point for Lleyton Hewitt. A smile crosses the face of James Blake. What a valiant effort from the 21-year-old American. And a good job by Hewitt to get back in this match. Lleyton Hewitt has defeated James Blake 6-love in the fifth set.
There he goes, just exchanging a few words. That'll be the wisdom or congratulations. James Blake, as I said, balanced fight.
So Lleyton Hewitt is through to the third round where he'll take on Albert Portas, the 25th seed. 6-4, 3-6, 2-6, 6-3, 6-love.